Wait.
But I haven't completed creating my Skyrim character.
Come on. No one needs Skyrim. Anyways, guys, welcome to the tiebreaker day of the Syndicate Fall Championship Amateur League, sponsored by Mazda. Yes. So this is the tiebreaker, the only tiebreaker that will happen today, and after following that, we'll be having a rescheduled match, which plays no significance to the group standings. But hey, people want to play matches. Anyways, so going for the picks and bans. Going for the bands, we have the Kennen band for Shinigami BD. We have the Sejuani band for Bonnie Bhai. Bonnie 666. I'd rather not call him Bonnie Bhai, you know. And we have the Leona band for the support. I don't know who the support is, and Graves band. Yeah, I'm fat. Yeah. And the Zyra band.
Oh.
Wait, a Zyra band.
Incredibly strong champ, but who here plays Zyra like that?
Yeah, I really don't. So yeah, so the Diana then comes. I would expect the Diana to be open because
wake up.
DJ Kiddo does play a lot of Diana jungle. I'm surprised it was banned. Anyway, so the first pick from Mugiwara for South side.
Oh.
And he goes for his traditional Zinzao pick. He picked that the last time these two teams played, and well, he was 12-1-4. Well, assists might be more, but I saw the 12-1 thing. So yeah, so he's very good on his Zinzao, and I wouldn't say he would regret the pickup.
Well, the picks and bans are going incredibly slowly. There's really not much to tell from these teams.
This is the third time they're playing each other because of the tiebreaker thing. So whichever team wins today will be facing the runners-up of Group 4, and the team which loses will face the group champions of Group 4. So, and we see a Thrush lock-in from DJ Kiddo and a Pantheon jungle lock-in by Bonnie 666. Fab is hovering Ayaso. Okay, a Rek'Sai. Nami. He's hovering a lot of things. I don't even want to say them out loud. Yeah. So, a lot of champs being hovered. Mr. Clever is also hovering over a Zerath. I don't know if he's their mid laner or not, but he's hovering over that.
If you have muscles, flex it.
Mr. Clever is going for maybe Twitch, perhaps, and Amvab is still showing off that he has so many champions.
So, aiming for a very long, stayed bot lane. Gonna play very, very safe. Shantu does want to negate that intention with Lucian. Lucian will be doing a lot of damage early on, even before the Triforce or Infinity Edge pickup, whichever path he chooses. Always a lane bull.
Yeah. Shinigami BD is hovering over Rumble. Nemo bhai, since the junglers have been locked in, tell us about the different. What will be the differences of playstyles between the Zinzao and the Pantheon?
Um, there really shouldn't be much playstyle difference. Bonnie should be going straight for the boots of mobility. Um, the uh, the jungle item, I don't think Jinja's gonna go really tank build. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Devour on both champs. And if Mugiwara does want to cover the map as well as a Pantheon with boots of mobility, I wouldn't be surprised to see a of mobility on him either.
Yeah. So Zero Void is hovering over that Renekton. Malphite. Um, what would be a very good champ against Ajax in the lane?
A Renekton just really hampered Jax's
Yeah,
scaling
but
into the
Darius
mid
is also
game.
free. I mean, they might go for Darius as well.
Um, Darius doesn't do as much as a Renekton because the flat damage isn't there. Darius really relies on his spin. I don't remember what you call that spell, but
Yeah,
his yeah.
but
I mean, he
he's
really
still.
relies on the outside of the axe landing.
But
Jax can very easily dive in and avoid the area damage. He has his counter strike as well.
also,
So Darius not the best pickup against the Jax.
so Malphite against Ajax. I have no clue how this lane goes.
Uh, Malphite just has to get to level 6. He can. I think the lane will be very even until level 6, and then it will depend on who engages first. Before that, Malphite, if he starts with the Crystalline Flask, I'm expecting him to throw out a lot of those wheels and try to deal damage to the Jax. But the Jax wouldn't really have his farm hampered, and that could be an issue.
It's Nivea versus a brand. Yeah. Talking about this matchup, I'm surprised he did take the Nivea because he will get a lot. He'll take a lot of poke from the brand. But
I don't really think so. Brand's spells are fairly easy to dodge. Yeah, easier said than done, but
easier said
um,
than done.
they're not the hardest skills to dodge. They are a slow animation.
Yeah. But
So
if the
if
brand
Anivia
can,
can dodge those,
yeah,
then she just so well outscales the brand in a long range fight.
true that. But if the brand does, use his spells smartly,
Then there's gonna be fried chicken on the table, but
right, chicken on the yeah. And as you said, brand spells are dodgeable. I would say Nivea spells are even more dodgeable. Look at that Q. That Q goes like just like the speed of a snail. Yes, a snail. The Q goes at the speed of a snail. And you only deal extra damage on the enemy champion if you have the frost. You have the passive on. If you have the frost buff on the enemy champion, and
yeah,
if
but Anivia's job here is not
to
to.
do that, his job is to farm. Yeah.
Yeah, her job is to farm right now,
Yeah,
and
but,
if she can
but
do that, then it's just like really difficult because she her wall is so underrated. Um, the potential it has of changing an entire fight is uh, sometimes miraculous. I mean, you can single somebody out, you can defend your entire squad, you can cut off paths so that you can go for objectives if you're smart, if you can plan it that way. So the wall is really a big deal. I mean, yeah, I mean her damage is there with her kit. That goes without saying, but particularly the wall is really her strongest suit in a team comp scenario.
yeah. So a lot of people in the chat are saying a skill matchup. Um, and Nivea Ice versus Fire. One guy said easy kill for brand fried chicken. We're expecting the fried chicken maybe.
Yeah, I mean generally, two people of the exact same skill level. Um, Anivia is the weaker straw here, but yeah, Chobi Shah is in no way a weak player. I mean, he picked it into the brand, so obviously he has in mind what he's capable of doing.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying a lot of things compared to this matchup. As a team, the teams in comparison, what do you think?
Teams overall in comparison. Ah, uh,
You can't decide.
it's not about can't decide. The Twitch is fairly yeah, mid late game snowball even champ. Whereas Lucian is a really good lane bully in this situation. So Twitch's power might not come into play if Shadow plays his cards right. Uh, the ganking, yeah, Jinzhao is expected to gank more, but excuse me, Pantheon's ganks almost always mean a kill. I mean, I haven't seen it in a very long time, but back when we used to play it, it always meant certain death for whoever was getting ganked. Now the mid lane we already talked about quite in depth. Yeah, that's gonna be a complete skill matchup. As for the top lane, we have a tank versus um,
Ajax.
hyper carry. I mean, if you play him
A
right.
guy who kills everyone.
Yeah. So if you really look at this, the blue side they have a very good AOE engage fight capability, whereas the purple side they have this really good pick or um, not pick zoning engage damage capability. Now, as far as um, heavy damage output goes, the red side do have an advantage, but a lot of that comes from the Anivia, who is really gonna like it's gonna depend on how she lands the Q and places the wall. Jax has to go in really far, and Jinzhao can kind of negate Jax's damage output for a while. Twitch has the whole straight line. You fight in the jungle, you're gonna die situation. So they're on their own accounts, they both have very strong possibilities here. They're both very fight oriented, so that's gonna be fun to watch. I'm expecting a lot of action around the Dragon Pit.
Okay. So looking at the loading screen, I would say that blue team got most of their comfort picks, rather.
Yeah, it would seem so.
Yeah, 5 masteries for 4 players and a Malphite with no mastery. Yes, no Malphite. Come on, take your comfort pick. Anyways, I would say one thing. If the blue team can initiate first, it's like you know you're expecting a demolition squad to do something. It's like the blue team is like a demolition squad. Malphite goes in, Brom follows up, Brand nuking it out, Twitch being a sneaky guy, and Zinzao is just the guy who's in the behind the scene. So yeah,
No, but the problem here is Malphite's engage versus Thresh's engage. If I'm gonna talk about range engages, Thresh has a really low cooldown with his death sentence, but Malphite's unstoppable force that is a very long cooldown. I mean, yeah, it does so much more for the team, but that is kind of their only real hard engage. 120 seconds, I believe, at level 1, 125, something like that.
26,
Yeah,
020.
so compared to the death sentence, which I think has a starting of 20 seconds.
Okay, Nemo bhai, keep talking. I'm gonna come back in a minute.
So I have been left here alone to do as I please. Um, I thought I'd sing, but I just don't want to kill any of the only 15 viewers watching the stream right now. So everybody start hitting the like button on the stream. We need all the viewers we can get. Tell your friends, tell your family. Get them really into this game. This is a tiebreaker, by the way, so this should be fun. There is a lot to gain, a lot to lose here. Both the teams have taken very fight-oriented compositions, so this should be an extravagant matchup. Both teams have proven themselves to be very strong, and this is not a Goliath versus excuse me, I can't even remember the other guy's name. This isn't an unfair underdog situation at all. Both teams are very capable. Both teams have the picks that they're comfortable with. There were a number of level 5 masteries, as we saw at the loading screen. Ooh, an increase here, 16. We're on 16 right now. So another pause, bunch of pauses coming in. Very standard starts. Everyone is playing really safe. They seem to realize that there's just so much on the line. The game has resumed. Very even wards. So Jax seems to want to start on the rapid. That's something we'll always see, but I guess he wants to get the utility out of the Counter-Strike there. And a standard start for the jungle on the red side.
Sorry guys, I'll be okay a bit. I was getting a pair of scissors for opening my pack of chanachuri. Yeah, I don't have popcorn, so chanachuri it is. So yeah, getting back to the game. So pretty standard starts from both the teams. Pantheon doing his blue. But Xin Zhao is doing his raptors instead before the red. So yeah, by the time Xin Zhao will be ganking, he'll be going in the lane, giving an early gank, and he's already doing at his level 2. He's trying to get that scuttle, and both the junglers might meet right now. Oh, they did not see each other. They did not see each other. Xin Zhao takes that, and Xin Zhao is now walking towards it.
Should have stunned earlier on just to deal some form of damage, but was waiting for the damage dealers to really get into position. No shoes, guys. Oh, a lot of damage already dealt onto Asif there. And Malphite is also seen already low on mana.
How is that HP? How do you call that HP?
So Shinny should have a fair start there. Advantage really goes over to Jax right now. So what should have been a more or less even lane is going into the favor of Jax. Yeah, about a wave up on the Faken CS. Farming going well for Lucian as well.
Yeah. So talking about the CS, yeah, the red team top laner has already, gotten a wave, about a wave 7 CS, about a wave. Yeah, Pantheon ganked mid. Brand wasted his flash, so Brand is safe for now. Xin Zhao is still farming up his lane.
Jax is actually dealing quite a bit of damage now. Sees that Zero Void not racking back up on the mana with his crystalline flask, and Jax is taking advantage of that. I'm very surprised that the Lucian, though he is out farming as we expected, he's not really. There's no poke coming through, so 1v wiped by the junglers right now. Alright, does have that advantage there. Yeah, and if it comes to the save.
The Thresh got hot, just took a lot of damage.
Okay, and just as it is, that Thresh took
Twitch
a lot
is dealing a lot of damage to the bot lane.
The last thing you want to do is focus a Braum when there's a Twitch.
Twitch is playing very smart in his lane. He's trying to not get poked out.
But yeah, I mean, the most interesting thing so far, apart from the little skirmishes that took place, Anivia's up on farm on a branch.
Yeah,
So-
Anivia should be farming, and as you said before, Anivia should focus farming, nothing.
No, no,
Oh,
it's not
oh,
about the focus
there!
Oh,
Jax
there
has
is
a call, the
gank
flash
and
is
really,
down.
really
He might
bad
die here
gank.
at that
You
first
do
blood.
not want to give first blood over to Jax, who's already having a fairly easy lane. So Jax has just hit level 6. That's just gonna be so much punishment right now. DJ Kilo trying these max range hooks can be very misleading. Oh, the counter strike does land.
That might be another kill.
Bonnie, don't do that. Yeah, so the flash is spent. And really, really a strong lead for Jax, just increasing right now. Gets the initial kill. First blood, gets all of that gold. Was already up on CS, but now just skyrocketing ahead.
Twitch is going very aggressive.
And
It's probably...
Clever might just be DC right now. He's just standing there. Yeah. So the pause did just come in.
It was the red team that paused.
A summoner has disconnected.
Now, that was fairly an obvious thing coming. Lag issues continue to persist on the Garena servers. I'm sure everyone who's been playing today has suffered through that.
Blame BDNet, my friends. Because, yeah, it's a routing issue. It's actually a routing issue rather than the server issue.
Blame the Bosch's internet for once. Jesus Christ. Our streamer has very, very wise words for everyone right now.
He's not saying anything. He's, trying to be discreet. But yeah, when he talks, he's gonna be very, like yesterday night when we were talking, he was pulling out his racist comments.
Yes.
So yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, again, huge shout out to our sponsors, Mazda Internet BD. Really, really, really grateful for this, our first Syndicate's first sponsored tournament, and they were gracious enough to help us out. The tournament has gone well so far. This is our only tiebreaker game. Is Grandmaster.
Yeah, after this, we'll be coming up with a rescheduled match, which is supposed to be held yesterday, or will be held today, but it will have no effect whatsoever on the match. No effect whatsoever on the playoff schedule. So, yeah, people want to play, let them play. So yeah.
So a lot of Jax talk starting up on the chat right now. And question: Zero Malfini Secondo kill.
Zero Malfini Secondo kill. Yeah.
Yeah, so he was the only one who didn't have a mastery on that.
Yeah, he could have taken the Renekton. He was hovering over the Renekton. He could have just taken it.
Renekton, just an amazing, amazing champ against Jax. Jax basically needs to farm in the jungle if there's a Renekton in the way. That would have been a very, very good lane fight.
Yeah. So, speaking of this game, the Jax did take out the first blood. So yeah, so about the game, both the junglers have the Stalker's Blade. Do you expect both of them to go Devourers or probably Warrior Enchantment from both of them? Because I'm not expecting a Cinder Hulk from either.
No, it doesn't look like the Cinder Hulk is going to be coming out, even though there's a Ruby Crystal on the Jinja right now. Devours. I would most certainly devour on the Pantheon. Because he has the wave clear, and that's just going to really stack up his devour points. The Jinja can go either way. If they choose to send him into a damage build, and yeah, the Devour, which he does have the option of doing because there's a Malphite and a Braum on the squad. So Jinja really has freedom of choice right now. But nothing's certain as of yet. He did go down. He did hand over the first blood, and that might be playing a little on his nerves, which is why he went for the Ruby Crystal. But I suppose I wouldn't be surprised to see the Cinder Hulk come out.
So, yeah. So yeah, talking about the bot lane, Nimubhai. Lucian is fairly ahead in CS.
Yeah, that's really expected in this matchup. What I'm surprised is he's as far ahead on CS as we would have expected, but not for the right reasons, really. The Twitch has been missing a lot of farm without added pressure. What I would have expected was a lot of pressure from the Lucian and Thresh, and force Twitch to be low on mana, to be low on hit points, so that he has to play in a safer position and then farm, or even go back to base. But that's not the case. Lucian has just been farming comfortably, but Twitch hasn't been farming as well as he should with the lack of pressure that's being applied to him.
I guess it's internet issues, I guess.
It could be that. I mean, everyone is having internet issues today. The game has been fairly slow so far. One or two interesting things have happened. The early gank, well, not early, but the gank in the top lane really went sour. 2v1 situation goes over to a Jax who had no items. Really surprising about that. That gank should not really have taken place, considering the fact that Malphite did not have any mana to assist the gank. They really did underestimate the Jax, and they paid for it. That being said, another interesting fact is the mid lane, where Anivia was really comfortably farming, as opposed to the Brand, who is currently 4 CS behind. But I believe this wave is also going over to Anivia, so that should be another 3 or 4 CS. So yeah, I mean, where everyone was expecting Brand to really punish the Anivia, it seems to be going the other way around, because I believe Brand has gone back to base twice, maybe twice. I need to recheck that. But it seems that way because he's just been out of the lane for so long. He really needs to pick up his game. Anyway, should not be ahead on CS at any point in the game before level 6.
Do that. But yeah, red team is winning in all lanes so far. Blue team need to step up a notch. They want to keep, key in this game. Reminder to all the viewers, This is a tiebreaker. Both the teams have qualified. The winner, the group champion, and the loser is the runners up. This is the fact of who they're gonna face. We have already drawn the playoff schedule. The winner of this match will play the runners-up over, and the runners-up and the loser of this match will play the group champions of Group 4. Yeah. They would want to play against the runners-up. It might be an easier matchup for them. It might be. I didn't say it will be. It might be. And the winning momentum might just carry on. Yeah. Playoffs will start tomorrow, hopefully. From 10. And after this match, we have the schedule match.
A very, 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 very long pause.
Yeah, Nemo is starting to sing now. So yeah.
That's not something anybody wants. So it seems like from the main chat that's going on that he may not have his electricity available.
So yeah, very long pause. Let's talk about how the tournament went went. How did you feel about watching the tournament?
I was really, really pleased. A lot of teams really, really showed up. It wasn't as the last tournament. There were a little more group ups as far as the teams went because people were very unfamiliar. It was an entirely auctioned team. This time, since everyone got to make their own teams, they knew who they liked playing with, they knew who they weren't in well with, and they put those teams together. And some of the teams have really, really showed that whether or not their individual play is the best, a lot of teams showed up when it came to coordination, and I really love that above everything else. Seeing people being able to work together and pull things off. So far, as far as gameplay goes, the tournament has been an amazing run. And now that we've completed, more or less, the group stages.
Since you've seen most of the matches, do you see any team being the stronger above the pack?
No, not yet. Not yet. There have been a lot of strong teams, but the teams really somehow tilt towards particular players. Not as in that person has to carry them, but I have seen the case where if one player plays bad, then the entire team just can't cover for it. So not really a carry type player, but a cornerstone of sorts. I really think that it's going to come down to shot calling and preparation 2 minutes in advance before anything goes down, whether it's an objective or a fight. No one has singularly stood out as godlike, but everyone has really shown up to play. So saying that one team stands out, I can't really put a finger on that yet. I can't decide that right now.
So yeah, tomorrow we'll be starting the playoff. Best of 3 matches. The first quarterfinals will be going for tomorrow, and I'm really excited to see what the teams will bring tomorrow, because it's like tomorrow will be like all or nothing. There's no second day. There's just one day, 3 matches. You play your best, and you want to qualify. You want to get to the finals. You want to win this. Yeah. Neil, you have played a fair bit of tournament, I guess. What do you think is the pressure of playoff stages, like knockout stages?
The knockout stages, it really, okay, there seems to be... Oh, no, Olivia's back, nothing special. So yeah,
Go on.
I'm thinking of how to phrase it. It's not an excessive amount of pressure. Yeah, I mean, you lose one game and you get knocked out, but everyone is so well acquainted with each other that they're really, really friendly matches. I mean, we've seen one thing throughout this tournament is people are very, very sportsmanlike. That really stems from the fact that everyone is so well acquainted with each other. So a lot of the time, these people are just mixing with each other, even in the knockout stages. Yes, there is a prize involved this time, so that is gonna play into account.
A summoner has reconnected.
And the reconnect has come through. Twitch is back with us. We're gonna be getting back to the game shortly.
And Twitch is gonna be very sneaky.
User joined your channel.
The user has joined our channel.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't think the pressure is to the point where any of the players should individually tilt, or the team as a whole. To keep it, something that they should keep in mind is everyone who's made it this far has really, really played well, and there is really no reason to be excessively nervous and let that affect the way that you will be playing these games. So a resume is coming through, and we are getting back onto the rift. Twitch is moving. All things seem to be in order. Very, very long pause. Unfab does match is booked, but not much comes out of that. DK Kiddo really short on the mana right now, so can't really expect much coming in from him. There's a single a single ward from the red side. No wards by the blue in the bot lane. So yeah, Braum and Twitch are not expected to be ganked because they're so far pushed behind all the time. They are. Ooh, another gank does come in. The counter strike lands, and Zero Void has to ult out of there just to stay alive. So successful gank again. Oh, Shinigami is doing so much damage on the Sheen enabled Jax right now. 20 CS up, a kill as well. And that Glacial Shroud isn't going to be doing much against a Sheen. A hook goes wide, DJ Kiddo has no more mana to use any more spells. A gank perhaps coming into the mid lane, but a ward does manage to catch Pantheon out. Really, really safe ward by Jax right now in the river. So the Scuttler and the ward should keep Jax really, really safe. I really, really doubt Jinzhao is going to be ganking anytime soon, even if he has that idea in mind. That is a futile play to gank. Unstoppable Force is down. Jax is fed. And a gank incoming into the mid lane. If Jinzhao should not have been spotted there. Should have been outside of the range of the minions here. Farming going well. Brand no longer severely behind. A consistent amount behind, honestly, just 2 CS right now.
So yeah, Zinzao is after that failed gank. He's trying to farm up now. Trying to farm up. He's trying to get an advantage in the lane. And Twitch has caught up with the CS. That's
Oh my god, a flash for the Scuttler by Bonnie there. Really questionable.
Why would you flash for a scuttle?
I cannot answer that question. I'm sure everyone's laughing about it right now, or somebody's crying. Maybe he didn't mean to do it, but he panicked. Perhaps he expected follow-up, even though none was coming from the bot lane.
Or perhaps he thought it was a dragon.
So pressure finally being put down onto the turret. Okay, Winter's Fight goes wide there. Dewarding, yes, I love this about the game. So 30 gold goes over to Umfab just because he had the presence of mind to place the pink ward.
And a lot of damage from Jax. Jax is doing a lot of damage from bottom right now.
Yeah, Zero Void is not having a good day right now, and that with the Jax on the in the opposite number, you really need a good day to keep Jax at bay. Shinigami already has. He does play a good Jax. Giving him a free Jax is not the best thing that can happen to your squad. Downfab takes a couple of unnecessary hits there, trying to free up the lane so that Twitch can farm a little more comfortably. But Twitch does not seem... Twitch seems to be having a lot of problem farming under the turret right now. Oh, a beautiful hook lands there. Very questionable follow-up. A lot
of flash.
No coming through. Fab taking a lot of damage. Yeah. The biggest mistake there was, ooh, a double stun by the Anivia. Another hook lands. That is dead rat. A Pantheon ultimate just for the sake of it, but that ensures that all members on the blue side do survive. I honestly think Bronze ult should have gone over too.
And that's a lot of damage.
Really well timed Unstoppable Force by Malphite there, waiting out the counter strike, ulting in and dealing the damage. So he does pick himself up a kill when I personally had not expected to see it. DJ Kato in a bad spot right now. The stun lands a lot of damage, and ooh, the ult goes down a little early, but he does manage to pick up the kill. Fab in a really bad spot. Misses the Winter's Fight, but closing that gap really did cost him just too much. So a lot of flashes burnt in that extended bot lane pressure. That is a sneaky Scuttler. That is why he flashed. So yeah, a lot going on the bot side. A lot of members there. Solo kills for the top laners. Solo kill for the top laner. Malphite. Twitch is just standing there again. Fosh should be coming in because he is probably DC. Yeah. So Mr. Clever has just left the game. The Posh should be coming in here. There it is. So internet, no one's best friend today.
Yeah. So Okay, so we have a late shoutcaster joining with us, which is Fate,
Hey guys, what's up? How's the games
or
going?
known as Mullah. Yes, he was too late. He was ignoring people because, you know, he was showing off a bit too much swag. So yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. When you have an math exam tomorrow, definitely. Everyone will show the swag. Okay, so as we can see that the pause timer, it's just 12 minutes left, so many DCs, right? Hello.
Hello.
Why so many DC these days?
Yeah, I mean, Garena has been a pain in the butt today for everyone. But in this game, particularly, Twitch has been having a lot of connection issues. Uh, yeah, he has completely DC'd twice, and the pauses did come true for that. But constantly throughout, if you saw his positioning, you could just tell that he was having a lot of lag or packet loss, and that was affecting what he's doing. So he has just reconnected. So the game, excuse me, should resume shortly.
User left your channel.
Yeah, they should, because they have only 10 minutes left. So, what do you think about the top lane?
Oh.
Wow.
Okay, so good try there. The top lane, questionable start, but then questionable recovery as well. So we can see how much damage Jax is capable of dealing there, but the Frozen
Malphite is
Heart
also doing a lot
helping.
of counter damage.
And Jax is playing relentlessly there, really throwing out a lot of damage, jumping onto Malphite whenever he gets a chance. He has been using the Counter-Strike very well.
User joined your channel.
Fate, I'm pulling up.
User left your channel. User was moved out of your channel.
Okay, so Void is just standing there. I believe he is DC right now. Yeah, that was a fairly obvious disconnect. Wow, things seem to be getting a little heated here. The hook lands there and a good play. Twitch should be going down. Ooh, Fab manages to escape that with his life. So a really good engage by the Thresh. Fab did jump in with the Braum, so two people got played. The box went down and Twitch took the damage from that. But his Invis manages to keep him alive. The 1v1 in the top lane right now. Okay, now things are just really getting nasty here. BM on the side of Mugiwara. So that was unpleasant. Yeah, Jax tried to show some respect and did not kill him, was farming, but yeah, that's what you get for bad manners, Mugiwara.
User
Really
joined your
uncalled
channel.
for.
User was moved to your channel.
So another engage, another hook lands, and Umpap does not have his flash this time, but he does manage to jump over to the rat, and he does survive. A lot of damage was dealt, but that should be covered relatively quickly. Lucian does not have any mana right now. That is a risky spot to be backing. So the first dragon of the match has just been started, and Bonnie is really low on HP right now. I don't think that's the smartest decision. He should let
might
the
try
damage be shared. Totally tried. Horrible spot, but managed to just escape. That grand stun goes wide on tap, a little too deep. He does not have his ult right now, but thankfully Lucian doesn't have mana either.
Which is trying to do something.
Yeah, you go invis on Twitch and you want to pull out a play, but it's just not always possible. No frontliners there, and too many numbers on the opposite side. So Umfab walking around the jungle with really low HP. He does manage to pick of 10 gold there by the warden. So he has the option of backing right now. He really should be backing right now because he is really low on both of his meters, and that is really going to hamper how much pressure he's able to deliver to Lucian and Thresh, who's been landing a lot of death on him.
A summoner has reconnected.
So Malphite has just reconnected. There was no pause that came through. Wow, the damage coming in from the Jax. Solos. Oh, is Jax gonna be going down there? No, Jax manages to survive the ignite, burning the Brand's passive, taking away, but it does not manage to kill Shinny. 4 kills, 1 death. Even 2v1 situations don't seem to be too much for the Jax. That's how he had started off his kill count, and he's just maintaining that tradition right now. So the side turrets, the side tier 1 turrets are gone for the blue side, and the mid one follows. So 3 turrets for none, 1 dragon as well for the red side. 7,000 gold up at 18.5 minutes. Score is 2-8. So I think safely we can say that the red side seem to be having a better time with this game. CS numbers a little scary right now. Expected differences in the mid and bot, the jungle even as well, but the top lane has just been so heavily outplayed. Then there was the about 4 minutes disconnect of the Malphite, so that just added to the Jax numbers. Things really going south for the blue side. So Jax decides to do a bit more damage, takes the turret hit for that, decides to flash out, but ooh, a beautiful stun there. And shutdown goal goes over to the Brand, who really needed this boost. So flash spam for Jax, but the kill is still picked up by the blue side, and it goes over to Brand. So that's really good right now. That should help him even things out. He is losing a huge wave in the mid lane. I'm expecting he might pick out 6 CS from this if he's lucky. So he managed to get 5 there. And an engage on the red side, by the blue side onto the red, and a lot of damage is being dealt. Really good line for the Twitch, just does not have the sufficient damage right now. Ooh, Pantheon's passive nearly saves him there, but Jinjiao does manage to pick that kill up. So that was a 4-for-2 situation. Yeah, the game entirely going over to the blue side right now. And it doesn't seem like there is any recovering from this.
Red side to the blue side.
What?
Game going over to the red side, not
I
blue side.
can't hear you.
You said game going over to the blue side, but it's the red side.
Oh, game pushing against the blue side, sorry. So, yeah, there's really not much that the blue side can do anymore. The numbers are too strong on the red side, and just the internet issues seem to be overwhelming them. And again, my connection has failed, so I need to reconnect this game.
So okay, so I'll take over the game now. Yeah, Jackson's doing the blue, stealing the blue from the blue team. He has blue from the blue team. So yeah. So the red team is overwhelmingly ahead. Pantheon is trying to do that solo dragon with no sort of support. Anybody is in the bot lane, Lucian is in the top lane. And there's a pause and there's an engage. That was a good unstoppable force. But Jackson is bad for this. And the blue team has done nothing to capitalize. This split up from the red team. Yeah, the blue team is just struggling so much right now. So yeah, so sorry guys for being a bit, quiet. I got a call. So yeah, so now the blue team focusing on the Lucian, getting that kill from Lucian, doing a
User
lot
in your
of
channel
damage.
timed out.
Yeah. So considering how the blue team is being overwhelmed, they need to do something in order to get back in the game. The ward spots the blue team. Jax will just safely go back. Yeah. I didn't expect this game to be so one-sided. Yeah, it has been fairly one-sided right now. And the Jax is just pushing the lanes, trying to force the turrets out of the blue team. And yeah, consider now the blue team. What they need to do is to catch someone off. So clearing of the wards, going over. Yeah. So, I'm sorry, I'm the only one here at the moment. I'm afraid I got DC. It's hard to do one-man short calling. It's really tough. Yeah. So yeah. So the blue team is now pushing towards the mid lane. The blue team, the red team is pushing to mid lane. The blue team has no position to stop this. They'll probably take the turret. They'll probably push for another one. And some poke from, and that was a flash, and the brand just was too aggro on this instance. They're just killing everyone off. Xin Zhao goes down. They're gonna take the turret instead. Twitch and Braum does live, and there's a lot of engage on the Pantheon, and the Braum does go down. Yeah, the red team is swinging the Baron. They want to do this Baron right now. So yeah, the red team is very much ahead at this point. Almost 15,000 gold ahead. So yeah, the red team is doing everything, playing it safe, pushing the lanes, getting objectives. getting more gold, snowballing, trying to snowball this game up. That's a lot of damage by Jax to Malphite. And Mugiwara Faisal does spot down that ward. Yeah, the blue team is doing everything to, push the lanes, trying to save their turrets right now. And Jax will just take another blue. And Anivia split pushing in the bot lane. So blue team, the red team is just trying to split push the lanes, trying to get those turrets. And they're all getting their items. They should probably try to force a Baron fight, perhaps, or a dragon. The dragon's coming in about 45 seconds. So they should just force a Baron fight, or even dragon fight if they want to wait that long. Because they are ahead by a lot. And the blue team spotted by a ward once again. Lucian will just go out safely. Yep. So yeah, Lucian is being chased down. Jax is right behind him. Lucian is trying to bait those two, but it's not working out. Two of the red team players are taking, and they're gonna do the dragon. The blue team cannot contest this dragon at all. And yeah, so we got 3 versus 5 in the top lane. They did take the dragon. And the red team will take a bit of time to come back in. Lucian is trying to give enough damage to the turrets. They're gonna wait for another wave. And that's a hook from Rimbab. That's a lot of damage by Twitch. Jax does take down the Twitch, and Nivea comes in, and Nivea turns into an egg. And Nivea might just go down here. Triple kill by the Jax. And that's a quadra kill. That might be just a pentakill right here. And that was a pentakill by the Jax. A very well deserved pentakill. He played very well in this game. Very much deserved. So they're gonna take down the top lane. Top lane inhibitor. That was a 4v5 fight. And with that, Jax just took the entire team down. And this might just be GG. But the Jax is backing off. I don't know why. Yeah, Twitch did come back. The Braum is back as well, so not taking the risk. Lucian dealing some form of damage to the turret, trying to take it down. He might die here for taking down the turret here. He does give up his life for the inhibitor turret in the bot lane. Yeah, and that's a TP by Jax. Jax being very, very aggressive, very confident right now. No, thinking he can take down the entire pipe team all by himself. A 1v5 situation. Thresh does join him. They're gonna take down the Jackson's just taking down the inhibitor turret right now in the bot lane. Yep. He takes it down. He's going to go back. The Twitch tries, and Thresh is in a very bad spot. Thresh gets caught by the Twitch. He might just live right now. Yeah, Thresh takes some damage and backs off. The Anivia joins them right now. They want to push this mid lane because the mid lane inhibitor has come up. And yeah, now what the red team wants to do is get that Baron. It will be a fairly easy Baron as 2 inhibitors have been taken down for the blue team. And Jax is just laughing there. He knows the streamers are watching. He wants to just say, yeah, I'm gonna laugh all I want. So yeah, so they take down a fairly easy Baron. They are just now gonna push towards the mid lane. There's only 1 inhibitor up. So 1 push push, one push towards victory. Unless the blue team can just, yeah, do something, pull out a miracle, perhaps. A miracle. Well, that's what the blue team needs. But yeah, the well plates are already coming from the red team. A lot of damage from Lucian. They take down the turret. And that's an all casted from Bran, dealing some damage. Bran does not have a lot of items to deal the amount of damage. And yeah, that's an engage by the blue team. Jax just ties him under the turret. Jax might just go down because Jax does survive. They take down the Malphite. The Braum goes down. Sin's are trying to take someone down, but the Pantheon stun just kills him instead. Yeah, GGs are coming, but five of the players are in low health. Pantheon goes down at the end. That was a 4v4 instance, and that was GG from the red team. The red team played really well in this game, despite the internet issues. They played really well. Yeah. So now, guys, that's the end of the tiebreaker. So pretty much we have the tournament schedule in our hands right now. We have the tournament schedule in our hands. So yeah. So tomorrow we will be coming with the playoffs. It'll be best of 3. To reminder to everyone, it'll be a best of 3. And yeah, I expect good matches from tomorrow. Even though I'm here solo. Yeah. So we'll be updating the schedule and I'll be posting it in Facebook. So yeah, guys, this is us from the Cascaders. Other match which is supposed to happen in the scheduled match. Gamma Game has already gotten a forfeit in the favor of them. So yeah. So that's the end of today's streaming. That's the end of today's streaming. We will be we'll be coming with the playoff matches tomorrow. So please tune in tomorrow. I'll be posting about the group stage, about the playoffs. I'll be posting about the playoffs, and we will be streaming with the best of 3 matches. I call it playoffs. Yeah, so quarterfinals will be from tomorrow. Yeah, so this is us from the caster desk. So yeah, we'll be coming back tomorrow. Awesome, close it down.